Ahoy mates!
Hello!
And welcome aboard Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas, what we believe is the first ship in Royal Caribbean's fleet to receive the Royal Amplification. Last year in 2018, this ship received that overhaul, about $100 million worth of enhancements. So what we'd like to do today is give you a full and complete tour of the ship as much as we can. There's always certain areas that might be closed off, or the kids areas might have kids in them, so we don't want to, out of respect and privacy. As much as we can show though, this should give you a pretty comprehensive look at the ship and everything it has to offer. So we're gonna do it the way we usually do it. If you've seen our other ship tours, we're gonna go down to the bottom, deck number 1, and work our way all the way back up here to the top, show you everything that we can and all of the things that Independence of the Seas has to offer. So we hope you'll join us as we go forth on our ship tour. Okay, deck number 1 is just the gangway to get off of the ship and the medical facility right here next to the stairs and elevators from the midship, back of the ship. That's where you want to come down to see that. Other than that, just some extra crew space. So we're heading up to deck number 2. All right, up on deck 2 now. We are in the forward part of the ship. Remember, if you've seen our Mariner or Voyager ship tours before, you'll remember this, that Studio B is here, so you cannot transverse deck 2 and deck 3 because it's backstage area. So if you want to come to the conference center on deck 2, you have to use the forward stairs and elevators. If you want the staterooms in the back, that's all there is in the back. So all we're going to be showing you is the front here. You need to take the rear, the midship elevators and stairs. So let's take a look at deck 2 here. So we come in, we have this landing area. This is like the loyalty desk. You can come up here. They have the hours of operation right there posted. Crown and Anchor Society. If you need some information, you want to fill out something. So anything to do with the Crown and Anchor loyalty program, you can come here down to deck 2 to this desk. But now turning around, we see we have the elevators and stairs on either side, as well as staterooms, hallways to the staterooms. We do have a conference center on board, per the usual. And it's standard. You come through and they have the different meeting rooms, usually named after Caribbean islands, Barbados, St. Thomas. Coming on down to here, and then that's what it looks like inside. They have a bunch of chairs and tables, TV to present. Standard conference room stuff for all your conferencing needs. So that's it for deck 2. Like I mentioned, just the staterooms in the back, and then just the conference room and the loyalty desk up at the front. So now we're gonna head up here to deck number 3. Okay, up on deck 3, and just a reminder that same thing with Studio B, as you can see it on the map here. You can't transverse from forward to aft because of the backstage area. So we're gonna show you up here at the front, then we're gonna go up to 4, walk across, come down, and then we'll show you the back. So up here at the front of deck number 3 is the entrance, the main entrance to the Royal Theater. As you can see up on that sign here. And they have the display and the marquee showing what's going on. Now it's closed off right now because they're doing something while we're in port, but we have been inside the theater multiple times, so we'll put a view of that in right now. So that's all that's up at the front for deck number 3 is the Royal Theater, but we're gonna come and turn and go up the beautiful, picturesque staircase to deck number 4. Because remember, we can't transverse. If we go through on 3, we're gonna see some staterooms and then it's gonna dead end into a crew area. So we're gonna walk up this beautiful staircase, land here on deck number 4. We'll look back, we can see into the Royal Theater, which can also be accessed from up here. But we're not done with deck number 3, so we gotta walk all the way across the ship to the midship elevators and stairs, go back down, finish deck number 3. All right, so deck 4, we've just come through Playmakers up there. We'll get back to that in just a minute, but now we're descending into madness. No, descending down another picturesque staircase back down to deck 3. Now, let's turn to the back here first. So all the way here at the back of the ship, deck number 3, we find the main dining room. We have not eaten in here yet, but we're planning to. So when we do, we'll film it and we'll put that in now. So just a quick view of what it's like inside there.
Yeah, and this is actually when we do the level that we are going to be eating at, because there's 3 floors to the
Yeah,
dining
3,
room
4,
on the
and
ship.
5.
So we are on deck 3, and we have my time dining, so most likely if you have my time dining, it's also going to be on deck 3.
Now we're gonna turn, head back towards the staircase where we just came. The first thing we're gonna see here is the art gallery. They've had different kinds of art up here every single night. Thomas Kincaid, Brito, Peter Max, lots of different things. Ooh, we like all these Thomas Kincaid Disney ones. These are fun. Oh, I didn't notice the theater one last night.
Oh, that's nice.
Very cool. Christmas is starting now. So lots of fun stuff. And then they'll have people here to help with the art gallery. If you have any questions, you want to purchase anything, they have different kinds of art. And it wraps back around that way and then continues on into this little rotunda as well. Past the art gallery, we have a different kind of gallery, the photo gallery. So they do sell camera equipment here. There's different kinds of binoculars, cameras, cases, memory cards, batteries, different things like that. And then they have these digital touchscreens that you swipe your SeaPass card, and any photos that have been taken of you during the trip at the dining room or at specialty dining restaurants or at the ports, they'll pop up right here. You can view those and purchase them. They have the different packages with the different pricing for all those photos if you want to buy those. So this is where you'll come, and it's nice because they used to, back in the day, they would print them all out and you had to go through and find them.
Well, and some ships, even in Royal Caribbean's fleet, haven't updated to this yet.
Yeah.
Like when we were on Majesty, they had that, and Jewel, and they still had that old school way of doing it, but it's really nice and more private having it this way on the screens. So I like that they have this digital method.
Now, we never do photos ourselves, but we can tell you the hottest tip we can give you: do not wait until the last night to come look at photos.
It's always...
You will be waiting out there in the dining room to get into here.
It's very, very busy on the last day, so try to do it as early as you can.
Also sell some GoPros. They have a little GoPro stand there. The Focus Photo Gallery is the name of that area where we just came through, but then that ends and then we go through into Studio B. Now this of course is a multi-use space, as you can see here from the setups out here, the little displays, that this is the ice skating theater where they will do the ice skating shows, which we are seeing tonight.
Yes. So we've already been in Studio B a couple times. We came in here for ice skating the other day. We also came in here for laser tag. So make sure you check your cruise compass to see what is going on in Studio B on that day, because it will be different depending on the day.
Exactly. But you got to see just then how different it can look with all those different things. So
it's really impressive how they can turn it around and make it so multifunctional, and for really fun stuff too.
Now, before we head up, you want to fling yourself onto the fun couch? Shia Kazim! Alright, back up on deck number 4. Just wanted to show you the map that we're done with the transversing between decks. So, deck 1, the boarding area at the front, the other boarding area with the medical facility, and then a break. Deck 2, the conference center and staterooms with a break for Studio B. Deck 3 with the break for Studio B. But now that we're up on deck 4, we can transverse forward and back as often as we'd like. We don't have to go up and down.
Now it gets easy.
Yes. So starting at the very back of deck 4, we have the dining room again. As we mentioned, is 3 stories. So
yeah, it's going to be pretty much what we showed you down on deck 3.
Might look a little bit different, but it's the same room. It's just open up down below.
And just to make it clear, you're assigned to a specific floor of the dining room, but the menu is always the same. The setup's very similar. It doesn't matter if you're on 3, 4, or 5. It's going to be a similar experience regardless.
Exactly. So this is where you'll come if you're on number 4. Now, one other quick thing, because like we said, the dining room is always the end of where you can go, on the inside at least. But you can come outside here on deck number 4. We have a smoking area right here off to the left on the port side of the ship, and then it's just kind of like deck space, walking space outside. There's an additional smoking section here, tables, loungers. This is where you'll have your lifeboat drill when you do your muster drill on day 1. As you can see up above us, the giant big yellow lifeboat. So that's where you're going to come for that. Also, if you have to tender somewhere, there's a tender boat. Also, shuffleboard is out on this deck. If you go on down, you can find that down there. So just a little kind of deck space. Come out, you can walk around, smoke, take in the view, do your muster drill. All right, so coming back inside deck number 4, we have the dining room there, as we mentioned, of course. Our stairs and elevators on either side. And then we have this little wooden bridge that we walk across here. And that brings us kind of to this landing area with these staircases. That's the one we took down to get to Studio B in the art gallery. This one, of course, goes up to deck number 5. Now, pretty similar to Mariner and Navigator, the Voyager class that we mentioned before. We have Boleros here on the left-hand side with lots of seating, the bar in the middle, and the stage area. Now on the right on those other ships, that was a Starbucks. Not the case here.
It's almost like this is an extension of Boleros now.
Yes.
It's like additional seating. Usually in the evening for Boleros, they have the live performances over here on this side, and it gets hopping.
Yeah, as you can see, they have the stage there with the piano and the drum set and the area for the musicians, the microphones, and then the dance floor. Yeah. Right here, performance stage area. And then like Chelsea said, this is just additional seating over on this side now. Some tables over there and some chairs. And then of course the cool car lounger there that we've been accustomed to finding on all these ships now. Oh, that had a bit of a squeak when you sat on it.
Oh,
creaking.
breaking.
That's not exactly grease lightning.
No, it needs some grease.
Grease Lightning I reference because Grease is the Broadway show on board this ship.
Yeah, so you can see that in the Royal Theater, which is really special because not every ship in Royal's fleet has an actual Broadway show. Some do, but it's limited, and this is one of the ones that they have, and they have Grease. And
full-on Broadway production.
Full-on. It's exactly what you would see with a traveling show, and we saw it the other night, and it was fantastic. It's a must-do if you're on the ship.
Yes. Now you see these doors sliding behind Chelsea. This is pretty cool. One of our favorite areas on the ship. Playmakers, sports bar, and arcade. Every ship that we've been on or that we've planned on going on, this is a different layout and a different type of venue. And it's gotten better every time.
It works really well. This is by far the biggest Playmakers we've seen thus far.
Yep. So you see it on the ground there and up above. I like the lights. Nice bulb lighting. These big sliding like garage barn doors.
Right.
Come in. You got the exposed brick. Of course, not real, but and stone as well. And then we just take a look around. We have the big bar area in the middle. TVs upon TVs upon TVs. Plenty of tables. Plenty of seats. Everything you can imagine. You got high tops. You got two tops. You got booths. You got corner booths. Everything you'd want. And look, you can even see up into the Royal Promenade. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we'll be up there in a minute. But this is a really nice place. You have so much more room in here than the other Playmakers that we've been in on other ships.
So much more room for activities. So pool tables, got two of those in here. Like we said, plenty of seating, and of course sports memorabilia up all around on the walls there. You got Sid the Kid. They got all the TV. I mean, so many TVs in here.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, I didn't even know those were there on the back side. So it doesn't matter. They just got the walls, both walls. On the opposite sides are covered. They have TVs suspended around the bar on both sides. They have TVs on the outer walls. They have TVs up above the pool tables. So lots of fun stuff. More high top seating here on the big table. And then they even have some arcade games. So we have some skee ball. We have some super shot basketball. We have foosball. Speed of light reactionary game. We have a spring shooter, we have piano keys, Keymaster, we have a claw grabber, two of those actually. This is cool. Original Mario Brothers and original Donkey Kong. It's got the old school games in here. And then we have this bad boy. Joker versus Batman, Laughing Madness.
This is such a fun air hockey because all these little discs come down and then you get to hit all of them at the same time.
Yeah.
I want to mention because on some ships that we've been on, the arcade games and Playmakers were free. Now this here, you have to pay for these ones.
Yep, so this one's $2.50. You swipe your SeaPass card with the barcode facing up and it will apply that charge to your account. Pool tables are not a charge. That is included.
I also think the foosball table over there is included as well because I didn't see a card swipe on that one.
Oh yeah, there's where a coin slot would normally be, there's just a red button. Yeah. Neither one of us can hit it. What are you supposed to do in a situation like this? Tilt the table?
I think so. There we go.
I can't get it. You hit it.
Oh,
it's yours.
Oh, I missed
you
it.
missed it. That's your goal.
Oh no.
You scored an own goal. Right next to Playmakers and these arcade games that we've just shown you, it goes right inside. We have more of these sliding doors into Casino Royale. So let's head in there. We'll actually be able to show you because we are in port right now. The casino is closed. Now it's your typical casino. You have change machines for the coin pushers. You got James Bond and Ocean's 12. Not 11, not 13, 12. Right there. Table games here in the middle right when you come in. They have lottery in here. There's your cashier. slot machines all throughout. Mostly slot machines. So really, on the right side is all slot machines. On the left side is the table games, roulette, blackjack, poker, 3-card, all that kind of stuff. It's your typical casino. It's about the same size as Mariner or Navigator, like a Voyager class, maybe a little bit bigger than that. Not as big as an Oasis class. But one thing we did want to point out is that there is a bar here in the middle, and then behind the bar is this fun, patriotic staircase. Red, white, and blue. This is a freedom class, so freedom, liberty, independence. Oh, now we're just doing different colors, but the stars have remained. There we go, back to the red, white, and blue. This will also take you up to the Royal Promenade.
Yes.
So, worth noting there. Let's head through the casino, finish wrapping up here. More coin pushers, more slot machines, slots on slots on slots. All day long with the slots. And they have TVs over there as well, on that side of the wall. More on the table game side. There's not really any by the slot machines, but on the table game side, there's TVs that show live sports and news and things like that. Cash claw grabber, another keymaster, and then that ends Casino Royale. We turn and we find our schooner bar. Again, this is very, very similar to a Voyager class. Not really different at all. About the same, just the nautical decor, the chairs, the tables with the glass. We have the actual schooner bar here as you come in, the big porthole windows, and then the piano in the middle. When they have live entertainment or they do different games and activities in here, they'll utilize that space for that. And now we've made our way back to where we were earlier, the Royal Theater, the main entrance down on deck 3. But if you come around on either side here on deck 4, you can go around the stairs and enter for the top level. One last thing to show here on deck number 4 is Izumi Hibachi and sushi.
We are going to be eating at the hibachi version during this cruise, and we'll put some footage of the inside right now.
As you can see, you come right in there, there's the Samurai Warrior. Check in at the little counter here, and that is gonna do it for deck number 4. Now we can head up to deck number 5. And as always, instead of taking the regular stairs or elevators, when you have a chance to take the grandiose open air ones, why not? You can see all the way up though. Wow, that's a high view. Now this staircase will land us here at the entrance to the Royal Promenade, but we're gonna put that on hold for just a second because we have some other things that we wanna show you first. So we're gonna come back, this is begin toward the front of the ship. First thing, we do have an ATM right here near the starboard side elevators. But if we continue to the front, we will find the entrance to the Star Lounge. This is a multi-use space. They'll do game shows, different activities, even some kids stuff in here.
Yeah, a lot of family functions.
This one kind of has an Egyptian theme, so you can see there's a bar here and then the control rooms over there, but then it's just a lot of seating. Comfortable chairs, couches, big porthole windows all around, and again, like I said, the Egyptian theme. There's scarab beetles and little Egyptian people carved into the columns. Yeah. Yes, hieroglyphics. Unks.
You know what's funny is that there's like Egyptian theming, but then there's like chess pieces.
That does kind of look like a chess piece.
Well, look at that one over there too.
Yeah, you're right. Black and white. It's almost like a bishop. It's Egyptian chess.
Oh, okay.
Let's get out of here. Not even the Magi can save us now. So we come out of the Star Lounge. This is a crew member area here on the right, but when we turn to the left, we do see the library with the community bulletin board. If people have little notes they want you to do. Yeah, quiet. So we're gonna go in, but no talking. We're only whispering. I'll be right up on the camera. Push, don't pull. Okay, so we've just come out of that door, obviously, from inside the library, because we know this comes outside to the deck space, and I couldn't say it in there because we wanted to be quiet, but you saw the Egyptian theme continuing inside the library. The helipad is up here. We always like to show where that is, so you can access it via that door in the library that we just came out of, or you can come out from another door back further on deck 5, get to the outside area here. Take a look at Grand Cayman. Come to the very, very front of the ship here on deck number 5. On the outside, we ascend this half staircase and we find it. The helipad. Watch your step if you enter this area. Right here. Take a look down to the water. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back inside, because that was everything to show you up to this point. The library, like I said, the other side was a crew area. So we're gonna go back inside, right where the Star Lounge entrance was. We'll pick you back up inside there. Okay, back inside on deck 5, right across is the Star Lounge where we just were. Now I mentioned before, this is the Royal Promenade, stretching all the way down. At night they'll have all kinds of lights and sounds, some live music, different things to hop and place in here.
Oh yeah, they do a lot of fun stuff in here.
Now there's a lot of different venues in here, so we're gonna have to go one by one. So why don't we just go down this side, we'll hit the end of deck 5 and we'll come back and work our way through the promenade that way. Okay, so we're gonna do the loop-de-loop and pool, and then your shoes are looking cool. So starting on this side, you can see they're advertising some merchandise. That's because this is the market. Now the stores are currently closed because we're in port. We won't go inside, but this is where you can get your drinks, smokes, some different kind of merchandise. They have snacks, t-shirts, hats, all kinds of things inside this store.
And a hodgepodge.
As we continue forward, more advertising of merchandise. Then we start seeing the seating, and we see what looks like newspaper with drinks on it, and we see like this royal crest with the anchor up above. That's because we've arrived into the seating area for the British pub on board Independence of the Seas, which of course all this seating is for as well, and that is the Ale and Anchor. The Ale and Anchor is the pub on board. We'll take a step inside here. You can see the dark woods, steering wheel, drinks and glass. They have a TV and then a little stage area where they have live performers. All right, nice work. Come around here, and they have the globe lighting too. That's very nice. And then like a little street sign right up above that shows you where the different things are. Continuing along, we have another store here. This is called Solera Beauty. So this is just, looks like makeup, nail polish, perfumes, different kind of beauty products. And then there's actually a Michael Kors store as well, selling different kinds of bags. Bags and bags and bags. Looks like some watches in there as well. Mostly bags. Yeah. Now I want to point out here, you can see that there's actually some music stands, a keyboard. That's because this bridge, not that one down there I don't think, this bridge right here, as well as that one over there, they'll utilize for live entertainment. So disco parties.
Yeah, 70s night, 80s night.
Live music.
They do like a parade on the first night, different things. So it's kind of like the stage for this area.
Yeah, so if you want to see any of those kind of things, be sure to check out our daily vlogs. We have several of those. And the reason we have several of those is because our stateroom is actually right there. Royal Promenade view, interior room. Right next to this little area where all the performers come out, so we've had a bird's eye view right on top of all these performances.
Yeah, it's been really neat. It's cool getting a different perspective on stuff that we've kind of seen before.
If you want to hear more of our thoughts on that promenade view room, again, check out the daily vlogs, but you'll also want to be sure to check out our room tour where we showed the entire room and gave some thoughts on that as well. We see more tables and chairs here, and we see that Crown and Anchor lit up. Behind that, there's the coffee bar, part of the Cafe Promenade Espresso, where we can get different kinds of snacks, drinks, specialty coffees, regular coffee. They have sandwiches, wraps, fruits, little desserts, cookies, water, coffee, teas you can mix here with all the sugar, creamer, all the accoutrements, and then more coffee machines over there as well. Plenty of seating in here. Chairs and tables. Here's Playmakers, that little spot we talked about earlier where you can see up in the Cafe Promenade. That's it, the little cutout there. Now, one last thing to point out before we actually exit the Royal Promenade area is the next cruise desk. Kind of an interesting location, but they have all the flyers for the upcoming itineraries, information for the different areas, and then the desk inside to, of course, serve you for booking your next cruise, which will earn you additional onboard credit or a discount of your price.
Yeah, you always get a better deal when you book at the next cruise desk. And the cool thing is too, is that if you do have a travel agent that you like to use, you can still book at the next cruise desk, and your travel agent can still get credit for your booking and then take over your booking once you're back at home and you have questions about your next sailing. And if you don't have a travel agent at the time that you book at the next cruise desk, but then say you get home and decide, oh, I do want to use a travel agent like us, you can then contact the travel agent, get their information. You just fill out a very, very quick form on Royal Caribbean's website, and you can transfer the booking over to that travel agent, so then they can take care of you moving forward. When you booked at the next cruise desk, that had to be within 60 days of when you contact the travel agent and send in that form, and also you can't have made final payment yet. As long as you did those two things, you're good.
Worth noting that the discount or the onboard credit that we mentioned before is dependent on what kind of stateroom you book and how long the sailing is. And also a 3-night sailing or less will not merit any kind of credit with the next cruise desk.
Exactly.
It needs to be 4 nights or longer. So this kind of ends the stretch of the Royal Promenade. There's more things to see on this deck, but we want to finish out the promenade area, so we're going to spin back around here and catch you on this side of the ship, the starboard side. Starting with the collection, this is another store, sells sunglasses, shirts, hats. Looks like mainly apparel. Now, one of Chelsea's favorite locations, Sugar Beach. This is a new establishment, not on every Royal Caribbean ship. This is kind of special.
No, it's the candy store.
Yeah, as you can see from the brightly colored candy. So they have pre-packaged things, they have stuffed animals that you can buy, and then Chelsea's favorite, they have the mix and match grab bags.
Yeah, so you can make your own bag. You pick out whichever kind of things you want, make your own bag. It's super fun and delicious. Another premium option, which is a cupcake making class. It's kind of like an onboard experience that you can purchase on the cruise planner or once you're on board. And you do it here, I think it's maybe like back.
Yeah, I think back around and in the back side there's an area.
They have more room where they do it in, but this is where you meet for that.
So you want to find that there. Now next door we have some more sweet treats because we have Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Now you can sometimes find ice cream in the Windjammer. You can find ice cream up on deck at Soft Serve, which we'll show you in a little bit. But this is a premium option. Ben & Jerry's, you have to pay for this.
Yes.
This is not included, but they have the standard, well not standard, but like typical Ben & Jerry's flavors. If you come back, you can see all the different things. And they do not just serve ice cream. They can make it into a sundae. They can make it into a shake. They do smoothies here. You can see there's some pricing right there. Cups and sugar cones, $2.95 for a small, $3.95 for a medium, $4.75 for a large. And one of our favorite parts about Ben & Jerry's up here is the cows that look right across to our stateroom. So we have named them Jen and Barry. Now, continuing on back through the Royal Promenade, we do come across regalia. These are jewelry and watches. Is that how jewelry is spelled? Jewellery? Just ignore me, I might be going crazy. That doesn't look right to me though. Of course they do have jewelry and watches, as the sign indicates. Please do not sit in the car, but it's just so cool. A photo op that you cannot sit in, but this giant hippo can. Right next to the car with the hippo in it is this, you see all the stone brick kind of stuff with the dark woods. This is Vintages. You can see the lamps that are lit up here. This is of course a wine bar, so you come inside. They have the different tables and chairs, they have couches, they have little TVs talking about different kinds of wine bottles on display. They have a bar in the middle here, and then more seating over there as well. So just straight up wine bar.
Yeah, and of course this is a premium option. You have to pay for the wine.
Gotta pay for that alcohol. We come back around, see the multicolored staircase. That of course is the one that goes down into Casino Royale that we pointed out before. And you can see that on the sign right there. Here we have Trend. This sells, looks like different kinds of jewelry, handbags, accessories, expensive stuff. Again, they're closed because we are in port. Here is a little shopping desk, the port and shopping desk. So if you have questions about the shopping at the different ports of call for your sailing, stop here. This is pretty important. Coke Freestyle machines, they have 2 of them here. If you have the soda package, or any drink package actually, it includes the souvenir cup that you can use to get soda at these Coke Freestyle machines that has a little RFID scanner
Yeah, and that's how they recognize that you purchased it. But yeah, you have to use that souvenir cup.
We're also going to show you some up in the Windjammer a little bit later on. But right next to that is Sorrento's. This, of course, is the pizza place. And we really, really like this one here on Independence of the Seas. Coming inside, they have the menu board. Cheese, pepperoni, and vegetarian are usually available. Then they have a specialty. I highly recommend this one, the Caribbean Dream. Barbecue sauce, mozzarella, pineapple bits, bacon, parmesan, and oregano. And then they have like all the black and white pictures like you would see if you went somewhere in New York, like an old style pizzeria or something like that. They have a drink station back here as well where you can get some water, some coffee, and this is where you can find hot chocolate and then tea. They have all the milks and creamers, sugars that you might need for that as well.
Just water here though, no lemonade or
juice.
Flavored juice or anything like that.
You need to go up to the Windjammer to get that. So you can come out of Sorrento's. There's the sign with the hours of operation. There's the Star Lounge and there's the ATM. So that is the end of deck number 5 for the Promenade section.
Yes.
Now we're gonna go back through where we just came and show you just a couple more things, and then that'll be the end of deck 5. All right, backside of deck number 5, now you can see the sign, Royal Promenade, so that's everything that we just toured there. Now if we look to the left, we have this kind of lounge space. It's not really labeled as anything. On other ships it's called our bar or something like that. This one does not have any kind of signage. It's just, there's a bar there, there's seats, there's loungers, not much else going on. Just looking at the map here, and I do see the bubbles on the window there. Apparently they're calling that the champagne bar, but there's nothing that indicates that. No kind of signage. This is a fun little bridge. It's like a glass bridge and they change colors on it. You can see it look back to the elevators, and then of course the fun artwork up above, and then this red dog that's up on deck 6 that we named Crayola. Turning over to this side of the ship though, we do have the shore excursion desk. No one's here right now. They do sell some snorkel gear back there too as well. But next to this, we do have the guest services desk, which is fun because they do have these virtual aquariums put up behind the desk there. So that's a nice little feature while you're waiting. There's another ATM here, and then this is where you can find all kinds of literature and paper information throughout the day, who your officers are, your cruise compass for each day, and then even like your adventure ocean activities. So then over there again, the champagne bar just continues on through. We have the elevators and stairs, and then we wind up here at the dining room again, the main dining room. So of course this is deck 5, like we mentioned. It's 3 different decks here, 3, 4, and 5. They have the operation hours outside here. Let's think breakfast right now. We just take a quick look in up here since this is open. Give you the bird's eye view since we'll be dining down on deck 3. Beautiful chandelier, staircases over there, some nice artwork, big windows all around. So
it's actually a very beautiful dining room.
It's nice coming in here when no one's in here.
Yeah,
it's quiet
so
and calm.
calm.
Yeah. And with that, that's the end of deck number 5. I will head up to our deck, deck number 6. Deck number 6, actually the deck that we're staying on in our Royal Promenade View interior room, which we'll put a link to the room tour we did of that. We're enjoying that room very much. But other than that, nothing on deck 6 except other staterooms. So, heading up to 7. Okay, deck number 7. Oh, same thing. Double feature, only staterooms, going up to 8. It's a tic-tac-toe. 3 in a row. Deck number 8, just staterooms.
Get out of here.
Up to 9. Okay, we finally arrived to deck number 9 to find out that it's just staterooms.
Again?
Again.
Why?
Because we have to go to 10.
Okay.
Deck number 10 is also just staterooms, but this is the last one.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
I will not be bamboozled again.
How could you be so sure? Now we'll head up to deck 11. So just to recap, deck 6 through 10, just staterooms. Now there's some art and some little nooks and crannies, little sitting areas here and there, but there's no venues, no features, nothing like that, no activities. So up to 11. Okay, we've arrived at deck number 11.
And there's stuff here.
There's stuff here just to give you an idea of where we're at now, just so we aren't lost in everything. As you can see, it says you are here. So at the forward part of the ship, we're using the forward stairs and elevators, and we're gonna go to the back of the deck in just a minute. So starting with the front, the forward.
Ooh, what are these lovely products here for?
I don't know, Jane.
Let's look behind door number 1.
And it is Kevin. So we're heading into the Vitality at Sea Fitness Center. Actually, this says Ship Shape Fitness Center. On the map, it said Vitality at Sea Fitness Center. A little bit of different name there. So this is the gymnasium, as it says here. So we have a nice class space. You can see they have some yoga mats, like exercise ball. Probably do different activities there all together. And when we come through, it's actually quite large in here. So we do have a vending machine with waters and some vitamin water and Powerades, although temporarily out of service. We try to show you as much as we can. We're not gonna film people working out in here, but they do have some resistance machines, some treadmills, ellipticals. They had free weights over there. So all kinds of good stuff. And then of course, as is the usual with most fitness centers, they have the big floor-to-ceiling windows that look out.
And the classes, they are additional cost.
We are all the winners.
This is how you feel when you get on a cruise ship.
And did want to point out they have men and ladies changing rooms, sauna, and steam.
Oh,
so,
all in here.
Yeah, all in there.
Yeah. And this staircase also goes up to the spa.
Yeah.
Which we'll be up to later.
Exiting the fitness center, which we just came out of behind there, you can go left or right, and you're gonna enter the solarium. So we'll do that now. Outside on deck 11, starting with the solarium, of course, which is for guests 16 and older, unless at other designated times they're allowing others. So they have these like big dome loungers. They have regular lounge chairs out here. I don't think this one has any of those day beds other than those big dome loungers. They don't have any like the standard size beds, standard shape beds. We do have several hot tubs. Those are out over the ship. Of course, freshwater showers. They have additional lounge chairs. They have some Adirondacks with tables, different colors. Then the main pool area for the solarium is here with the fun art statues and this bridge that we get to walk up and over. Looks back into the pool and in the glass area there. Very nice area, quiet. And then this side is exactly the same, just mirrored. More loungers, more showers, more hot tubs.
It's nice.
It is, and quiet. And so then you go back in, that take you right where we just were, to the fitness center. They do have a solarium bar. It's not open right now, but it is located right over there. And then another hot tub out over the side of the ship. Now we proceed forward out onto the pool deck. Here's the towel station. You can rent your towels, check them out there with your seat pass card, as well as swim vests for the little ones. And then this is a standard pool deck. You're not going to see lime and coconut. You're not going to see any of that kind of stuff. There are a couple nice features that we'll point out.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. The pools are in kind of like two separate sections, and then there's a little stage in the middle.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see better when we're up on an upper deck and looking down. But it's nice for a standard pool.
Yeah, you do have a double-decker bar right here. So you have the pool bar down below, the Sky Lounge up top, and then there's actually a third level up there where you can go up really high. So there's the Jumbotron up there. They showed different movies. Right now they're showing The Lion King, the live-action, well, computer-generated remake. Here's the pool area. So you see one pool on this side, the other one's on that side, the hot tub's in the middle, as well as the little stage area, freshwater showers. And then up top, they have that little bridge with the loungers as well. You can go up there. Now this is the fun spot though, out on the pool deck. This is one of those nice features we were talking about, is the kids splash pad area. A lot of our clients and viewers ask about if the ship has this. This one's called Splash Away Bay. So you can see they have like the little bubblers, the little sprayers, little jets. They even have a couple water slides over there, a big bucket up top that dumps water, and some hot tubs right next to it.
This is actually really big.
It is very big, one of the bigger ones we've seen.
Yeah.
And I like that they have the hot tubs right next to it, so mom and dad can just chill in the hot tub right next to it, keep an eye on the kiddos, and then everyone's happy. And then a couple things in the pool deck here on deck number 11. We do have soft serve where they're serving up some ice cream over there. And then Patty, where you can learn to scuba dive. And they also sell equipment. Obviously it's closed right now, but you see the sign up above, shaped like the big diving mask.
You know what, this ship, at least on our sailing, what they did, I think it was the first day at sea, they had a kind of like a test out scuba diving, kind of like 30-minute session where you could come and you could use the equipment, but it wasn't like a certification, and you could just see if, I guess, how you liked it without going through the trouble or the payment of certifying, just to kind of get the feel for the waters kind of thing. So that's neat. I haven't seen that on other itineraries, but it was on ours.
And if you need to know, their hours of operation are posted right next to the door here. Then we turn back, we see the Splashaway Bay again. Now one more thing to show here on the outside of deck 11 here on the pool deck before we head inside. So this is Fish and Chips. Now this is an additional cost dining establishment. We actually ate here on day 2. So if you want to check out our day 2 vlog where we reviewed the food and told you how we thought about it, how it tasted and all that stuff. Gave you the cost and all that. But that is here out on the pool deck. So fish and chips, some battered sausage, calamari, scampi, different things.
And it is a bar too, which a lot of people are utilizing it for, like out on the pool deck and everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we are calling intended tickets 38 and 39. It is now time to proceed to deck number 4.
One more thing, well actually I say that one more area to show on deck 11. There's outside to the splashaway bay where we just were. And then we have the stairs and elevators. And as we come back inside, what do we find? A trio of dining delights.
It's the main food hub.
The main food hub, because the Windjammer Marketplace, which of course is the name of Royal Caribbean's buffets, as well as Giovanni's Table and Chops Grill, 2 specialty dining establishments.
And we're eating at all of these places on the cruise. So if you want to see what the menu is like or examples of offerings like in the buffet and stuff like that, check out our vlogs because they're peppered in all throughout there.
Peppered.
Pepper. Oh, I made a food joke without even realizing.
Clink.
I do like the entrance to this Windjammer.
Yeah, it's very bright,
Open.
colorful, airy. And of course we have our hand washing stations. We usually have inside the Windjammer. Now, they have a bar here in the middle, which is the same as if you saw our room ship tours on Mariner or Navigator of the Seas. And I kind of always laugh, like, why do you have a bar in the buffet? But now I know the answer, because we ate at Giovanni's Table on night 2, and I actually saw the server taking drink orders and running over to here to this bar because Giovanni's is back over there and Chops Grill is right there. So this bar is serving both of those specialty restaurants.
Right, because the inside of these 2 establishments are too small to have their own bar, so they share this, and they make things like mimosas and stuff for breakfast time that you can get if you're at the buffet and, you know, stuff like that. So it's actually, now that we fully understand it, it's a very good design.
It is. We're gonna go to this side though. They're one and the same. It's a mirror image.
Yes, exactly.
So you'll see exactly everything you need to see on this side, and just imagine it for the other side, just reversed. Dawson? So you see lots and lots of seating, although it gets very, very crowded at breakfast. We had a very difficult time finding a table today. But lots of colorful chairs, different foods laid out. It's, you know, your typical standard buffet layout. They have the different drink stations. Of course, people always ask, so just so you know, water, coffee, tea, lemonade, juice, those are all included. Now, not fresh squeezed juice and not specialty coffees. Those you have to have a beverage package for. But just standard coffee and juice are included. More breads, meats, and of course we're here at lunch, so the food will change throughout the day and for the different days of the sailing. More coffee. They also have like tea packets, stuff like that, sugar, creamer, fixers, all that stuff. And then in certain establishments you can also find hot chocolate, and that's included as well. Now you got your drinks laid out there. Just grab the lemonade. All around this Windjammer, no matter where you're at, there are windows, glass seating. Now you might not be able to sit next to them depending on availability, but they also roll out drink carts occasionally, so they got different sodas, beers, and wines in there you can purchase as well. You see it's kind of stanchioned off here. That's the other half that we were talking about. So it's just a mirror image of everything you just saw.
Yeah, so there's no outdoor seating at this Windjammer, but there is a lot of window seating, so that's nice.
That is nice.
I will say, like on like this kind of ship, and also the Amplified Voyager ships that we've been on, like Mariner and Navigator, you do get a very good variety of food, like more so than we were on Majesty and stuff like that. I feel like there's been a lot of offerings every single night.
I agree.
Which is nice.
That is nice.
The food in here has been really good so far.
Check out those daily vlogs. You can see some of it. Also, if you're on the soda package, the Coke Freestyle machines that you'll utilize, there's one right here next to this initial beverage station that I showed you right when we came in. So that's the entry where we came in, and this is Chops Grill. So right there, you can find a Coke Freestyle machine. There's others throughout the ship as well.
Now remember, you have to have a beverage package to use that Freestyle machine.
So as we mentioned when we came in, there's Chops Grill, the steakhouse. We will be dining there in a couple of nights, but we'll put in the footage right now through a little magic editing to show you what it looks like inside. Now, we've already dined at Giovanni's table across, of course, the Italian eatery. That was on night 2, thoroughly enjoyed that meal. And again, we'll show you what that looks like right now. And guess what? That's the end of deck number 11. Deck number 12. More fun ahead.
Kids Zone.
Kids Zone. So of course we're talking about Royal Caribbean's kids program, Adventure Ocean. Now, obviously we don't want to film minors, be respectful to them, privacy and all that. So we're going to try to show you as much as we can. We tried to come in on the first day like we normally do before the kids are in there, and they were having an open house. And we couldn't, it was slammed. So
it had even more children in it than it usually did. So yeah, unfortunately we couldn't do that and then splice it in. But we're going to show you guys as much as we can, and hopefully you can at least get an idea of the layout and stuff like that.
Starting with Challenger's Video Arcade, and it's quite large.
Now, this isn't just for kids. You can come here.
Yeah.
Anybody can come here.
Anybody can come here, and as you saw earlier, there's more arcade games down at Playmakers, so these are in addition to that. Look at all the games. We got some Angry Birds thing, Pac-Man, your typical stuff, Stackers. Whoa, Sonic the Hedgehog, that's not typical.
Tails.
Oh, we should mention a little pro tip. If you're planning on playing in the arcade, buy your credits ahead of time.
Yes.
On the cruise planner.
On the cruise planner, you can usually get it for a deal, like about maybe get $20 worth of games for only paying $15.
That kind of thing.
Like that. So not a ton, but these arcade games are kind of expensive, so every little bit kind of helps.
Yeah. You got your grabber, you got your Guitar Hero, you got your this. Oh, this is like a prize wheel. So that's just the hallway to get in. Then this is the actual arcade hub. And this is the prize ticket. So this is cool because if you have a, you know, they like keep track of virtual tickets, and then you can put them in here and get prizes.
So it like you get like a card, right?
Yeah, you use your SeaPass card.
Oh, it's all on your seat. That's right. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and this is a ticket redemption machine, and look, you can even get a chain chomp. Whoa. I want that. Even have a Ghostbusters.
Oh,
shoot 'em up. Da 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 da. Graveyard Smash. They did the mash. NASCAR racers. We got your little rubber ducky grabber. All kinds of stuff. Plant Zombies, Transformers, House of the Dead, Halo, Super Monkey Ball, Tokyo Drift. Let's Go Jungle. Oh, we played this. They had this game at when Disney Quest, when it existed. And we totes played it. All right, we're coming to the arcade later. Like this is
actually one of the bigger Royal arcades we've been in.
And it has the best games that we've seen.
It has a good lineup. I really like this game.
Yeah, that was fun. You even have some bowling here. Check this out, Lane Master. Skee ball. This is my favorite skee ball because it lights up blue and green, two of my favorite colors.
It looks awesome.
I think it looks awesome. Skee ball's a lot of fun. So yeah, that's the arcade. Now we're gonna head to the back here, back on the other side, and this is gonna take us kind of into the Adventure Ocean hub. So we'll show you that. Do want to mention they have a standard air hockey table and a couple curved air hockey tables up there as well. Now, here's the Explorer room. This is for ages 6 to 8. We'll just do a quick peek because there's no one inside. But I don't think it's open right now. Sorry, the light's having trouble with the sun. There we go. But you can see it's a nice big play area. The thing is with these kids rooms, it's more focused on activities, like what they're doing. Right. More so than like, oh, there's, you know, tangible, like firm things in there for them to do. And then when we come to the very back here, we see fuel. Now, we did actually get to look in here really quick on the first day, and as you see, it's kind of just a plain area. And they've labeled it now as an open play for Royal Babies and Tots Nursery. It seems like this really isn't in use for the teens anymore. Not as much. I mean, I do remember walking past the window, and when we go by the window, we'll show what we're talking about, the window that you can see from the deck. But the Tot stuff wasn't in there at that time. But we'll show you now the footage of when we did walk through here on the first day, and the Tot stuff was in there. So it's a little confusing exactly what this area is always used for. It seems like sometimes it's used for the teens and sometimes it's used for open play space for the Tots. So
A little unsure about that.
Next door though, we have the Voyagers. Now this is ages 9 to 11. We'll take a quick look through the glass here. You can see it's just a big sitting area, some tables. They got like a little basketball hoop in there. Looks like I see a projector that might be playing some movies. So again, you know, kids just coming in there, hanging out together.
Usually there's a couple gaming systems in these kinds of areas as well. We can't see them just, and we can't go in and take a look, but just know that that's the kind of things that they maybe sometimes have.
Okay, back in the arcade, Adventure Ocean back that way. We're gonna turn now and come outside over here. And what do we find? We find the living room. So the living room is that dedicated teen space. You see they have like a juice bar for them here. They have a lounge space, lots of tables and chairs. Again, just a hangout space. I do see several TVs over there and a projector screen. So they're doing movies, they're doing games, they're hanging out, they're chilling. They do have information though, what kind of activities and stuff will be going on. Now across from the living room, back into the arcade, here's Johnny Rockets. So of course this is the typical Johnny Rockets establishment. Food service, get burgers, shakes, fries, stuff. We'll do a quick walkthrough here and see what's going on. Of course that Americana 50s style diner. Sit at the counter, got little faux jukeboxes, serving up the burgers and the milkshakes. They got the great music playing. So lots of fun inside Johnny Rockets here. And more seating outside with these hard booths. These are not cushioned, these are hard plastic, but you can sit there. Now this is an additional cost. You'll have to pay extra a la carte to dine here. Now here is the outside area of Fuel, the area that we were talking about before. So we can see here it says please do not enter, so you don't come in from this side. But there you can see actually they do have a couple toys still down on the floor there, like for the young ones. So it seems like they're kind of just using this as a mixed space now. Come to the back of deck 12, we see we do have some bar stools, some tables, and then we just come to the back, we have loungers, and then it will just wrap around to the back here. And then these stairs go up to the water sports area, which we will show in a little bit. Let's head back up now. We'll show you the rest of deck number 12. All right, back out at the front where we entered Adventure Ocean and the Challengers Arcade. We want to come over here because we really want to show that inside there's an entry point to the Royal Babies and Tots nursery. Now, of course, we're not going to show all of this, and we're going to be quiet because you never know who's sleeping. But just wanted to show that this is back here. We do have some restrooms, Adventure Ocean headquarters, and the entrance to the living room is right there. So you can see more of the living room space. And then across is the Royal Babies and Tots nursery. It's usually all it is inside is maybe some cribs, some cots or whatever for the kids to sleep, and then like little toys.
Yeah, they have age appropriate toys. It's definitely the smallest kids area in terms of square footage, but it's for the littlest of little, so
yes,
makes sense. And that is if you do like a babysitting kind of service.
Yeah.
Where, like say you want to go out and get dinner and stuff like that, that's where you would take them.
That is an additional cost for a certain age, and at certain times it can change, so you want to look into that. Using Adventure Ocean is complimentary.
Yes.
Now, when we come to the other side of the ship, we do have the Aquanauts area. This is ages 3 to 5. So they have their own special entry point. So as you can see, each of the age levels of Adventure... I like these palm trees. Oh, it does. Each of the different age levels of Adventure Ocean are spread off into their own areas. So everyone is age appropriate and put where they need to be. So this is the entrance to the Aquanauts area. We cannot look inside, it's blocked off and they're not even in there right now. So it's locked off, but this is where you'll find it. And then see Kids Daily Planner. So again, you get an idea of what they're gonna be doing, the hours that they're open, and like what, so just to give you an idea, this will change daily. But just to give you an idea of what the, and then there's the cost for the, if you want to do the late night stuff, $7 an hour.
I'm sorry we weren't able to show you actually in and show every square inch of the area, but hopefully just this gives you an idea of the orientation or kind of like a little bit of the setup.
Okay, entrance to Adventure Ocean, Challengers Arcade right there, Royal Tots and Babies over there, Aquanauts here, that's everything inside.
Yes.
So now we're gonna go outside again. We showed you the back. Back there, remember, it was those loungers and then the area that went up to the water sports area. Hi, Disney Fantasy. And this is where you'll find the jogging track. So up here on deck 12, on top of deck 12, you can see the jogging track here. One lane for walking, one lane for running. And then we can just look up from above and see down into the splashaway bay area that we showed you down on deck 11. As well as up here, you can look down and see into the main pool area. So that's really all deck 12 is on the outside here. It's just a lot of loungers, a lot of sitting space, and the jogging track as well. And then over here, we do have the Sky Lounge pool bar area right above the main pool bar.
We'll show you a little bit of the pool layout. You can see a little bit better here.
So you have a hot tub in the middle, and then like a big stage, like walking area, one pool on this side, one pool on that side, and then your different hot tubs located throughout. But we're gonna continue on ahead through to deck 12, going to the front of the ship now. And then there's that upper deck area that I mentioned on top of the pool bar. It's technically higher than deck 12, but it's not really a part of another deck. So
You can see the vista.
this is where you access it. So you see lots of sun loungers up here, big flat open space, but you can see all around to the front of the ship. Starboard side, port side, all the way to the back. The movie screen can be seen from up here.
I will say, if you want to watch the on-screen movie, this is like the perfect spot.
Yeah, no one's gonna be in your way. There's nothing blocking. I'll also point out that the Jumbotron on this ship is messed up. It's very pixelated. I don't know if you can really see that on the camera, but just keep that in mind. Also, a telescope. Let's head back down the steps here now. We'll go back down and we'll go inside and finish up deck number 12. Before we head inside, I wanted to give you the overhead view of the solarium pool area. So this is that little bridge we walked across, the main pool, those statues I was talking about, and then the bar area in the middle there. So lots of good stuff. Now let's head inside and finish up deck number 12. We have our little walk across bridge. You can get a nice view and vista, but really the only thing left here, other than some staterooms, is the Independence Day Spa. Let's take a look here at the spa space. First off, this is that spiral staircase we talked about earlier. It goes down in the fitness center. But right here we have the hair and beauty salon. So several chairs. Looks like they do nails and then hair.
We have like pedicure baths and stuff like that.
Oh,
for foot
yes,
treatments.
yes.
It smells very fun.
This feels very foreign to me. I don't understand any of this. Now we have a treatment area in here. Now, of course, they have the individual treatment rooms. We're gonna stay quiet so we don't bother anyone. And, you know, they're closed off, so we're not gonna show those right now. But they do have, look at this, nice little sitting space here. It smells nice and fresh and clean. We got some water in here. Looks like maybe some tea. I don't know what this is. It says original flavor.
Wow.
I don't know what though.
This is nice. And just to let you guys know, we usually don't come back in this area mid-cruise like this, but we did get permission, just as long as we're not intruding on any treatment rooms getting used. So just to let you guys know, that definitely ask the front desk before you come back in this area.
Yes. Then more treatment rooms off to the right, more treatment rooms off to the left. So you see they're all numbered here. And it just depends on what kind of thing you're getting done, which room they might utilize for those services. Some nice art up here. And then it just keeps wrapping around. More treatment rooms and more storage space and everything in here. And that's it. That's the spa. Just a lot of treatment rooms in here. All right, that's everything for deck number 12. So we're gonna head up to 13, but it has to be accessed from deck number 12. Of course, we're talking about the Independence Dune. Mini golf. Let's head upstairs. There's stairs on this side and on the other side of the ship. So either starboard or port will get you here, but you must access it from deck number 12. The elevator will not take you up to 13 here. Again, it's gonna be the same thing as the other deck spaces on the ship. What you see on this side, you're gonna see on that side. It's just what's in the middle that's different. So lots and lots and lots and lots of lounge chairs.
This is always some of the lounge space that is least utilized.
I don't think anyone likes coming up the steps.
I don't think so either. So if you're looking for like kind of more of a private lounging space, this is usually a good spot.
Now we have this fun little oval thing here. This is a shower, freshwater shower. You just hit the button right over there. Comes out from above. And we have more lounge space in the middle, but really what we're up here for is the Independence Dunes. Now, if you saw our videos from Mariner or Navigator of the Seas, this is the exact same golf course, 9-hole course that we played there. So you can see they have all the fun stuff, the waterfall, the sand castle, the sea lions are seals on the buoy, dolphins, all this stuff. So just come out here, 9 holes, little fun photo op spot right there. Get your golf on. So right over there by that little van that says Independence Dunes, you can grab your scorecards, pencils, balls, and clubs. All included, complimentary. And then there's a great view all around here. Glass. This is great at sail away because it's at the front of the ship. So you get to see anytime you're leaving a port or coming into a port, something like that, it's a great view.
It's always really nice to come and play mini golf too, like when it's sunset time.
Oh,
it's
yes.
always like very, very pretty.
So what we're gonna do now is, because as you could tell, deck 13 is not connected. There's this part in the front, there's this part in the back. We're gonna have to go back down to 12, walk back across, then go up to see 13. Back on deck number 13, but at the back of the ship, we have the sports court area, water slide, sky pad,
All the fun stuff.
flow rider.
Oh, yeah.
So we just follow the waves, follow the curl outside. Continue following the fun artwork. We see a map of the entire sports court area. So first thing we'll have is the rock climbing wall, which is right above us. We'll see it when we come out. Then the basketball court, the sky pad, which is the virtual reality trampoline jumping, sky climber, which is a fun climbing pad area, the perfect storm, 2 body water slides, and then the flow rider, the surf simulator, all the way in the back. And as you can see, it tells you which way to go. We're gonna head right, and we'll show you everything. So, like I said, right when we came out, we found the rock climbing wall. This is one of the bigger rock climbing walls we've seen on a ship. Not so much height, we've seen them that high, but it's kind of the way it's designed with this middle pillar. Now, we'll turn around here, we'll come inside. We do have the basketball court, 1 hoop, 2 hoops. It's a full-size court. It also has a couple soccer nets inside here, so you can get a full game going. And then, nice view of the sky pad up above there, which is lit up at night and looks really nice. We do have some swinging wooden chairs, which is nice. Don't usually see that on the ship.
It is nice too, especially since it's facing the basketball court.
Yeah.
Like if kiddos are playing, if parents watching, it's nice.
It works. We have more lounges, of course, everywhere you go. This is usually where they have hammocks strung up, but they don't have them, and we haven't seen them. And it may just be because the weather has been bad pretty much the whole time we've been on board.
Yeah, I mean, they have hammocks strung up over there.
Oh, that's true.
So I don't know if maybe just something was malfunctioning with these ones and I haven't corrected it yet.
But that's usually what's there.
Usually what it is.
This is the sky climber that I mentioned before, the fun climbing area. You see it's all netted in and you just go up to the different levels and climb your way on up like this. This is the hard plastic and you just weave your way on up through to the top. It's a workout, I promise you that. And just so you know, here are the rules and regulations of said sky climber. Only 40 people at a time, and you must be under 300 pounds, and then your typical safety rules. Hey, as far as the sky pad, do have shorts and a t-shirt. Don't have a life ring or be wet. No, don't wear your swimsuit, and don't have drinks.
So just to make sure we're very clear, this is Sky Climber, and then the big ball virtual reality, that is Sky Pad.
Here are the hammocks, the aforementioned hammocks, strung up back here for your lounging pleasure. And we find our flow rider surf simulator, not currently in operation, but it will be at other times of the sailing. And then there's the stadium seating, people who are waiting or just want to watch. And then that stairwell right there is the one I mentioned earlier when we came out of Johnny Rockets and I said those stairs head up to the water sports area. Those are those stairs. Over on that side, you can see the Perfect Storm water slides. They're 2 body water slides. I think they're almost identical. It looks like the green and yellow one does some more tighter curves and spins. Well, then the blue and gray one does it at the bottom. I think they're pretty much the same.
They're very similar. I do believe the blue tube has a higher weight limit.
We'll check on the sign. This is the stairwell to the sky pad as well as an elevator. This is very worth pointing out that there is a accessible elevator that can take you up to the sky pad.
Yeah, which is great.
Which is great. Of course, they should have that. And just some general restrictions and warnings with the sky pad. You have to weigh at least 20 pounds and you have to be under 240 pounds. 5 years old for the bungee trampoline, 7 years old to jump with the virtual reality mask. See our fun Independence of the Seas surfboard there, and then this is where you'll access the Perfect Storm water slides. One is called Typhoon and one is called Cyclone. You have to be at least 48 inches to ride these slides. 250 pound weight limit for the Cyclone, 220 pounds for the Typhoon. Now this was the same thing on Mariner, but when we went up there they just kind of told you which one to go on. So I'm not sure how worried they are about that. So then that stairwell is where you will go up and climb to ride on those water slides. And then that desk is actually where you'll check in for that, as well as the flow rider that's the check-in desk, and there's flow rider information over there. Unfortunately, they're actually, as you can see, they're doing some maintenance on the slides right now, so we can't access that area, but just know that that's where you'll go.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. I think that is everything for deck number 13 now. Oh, but before we head inside to C14, I wanted to point out these stairs right next to the basketball court are for the Diamond Lounge. You can access the outdoor seating and get up there as well, if of course you have access to the Diamond Lounge.
And by Diamond Lounge, that is if you are Diamond status with your counting or points.
Diamond, Diamond Plus, or Pinnacle.
Those top dogs, you can go up there.
That's it. Now we'll head inside. And we've landed on deck number 14. Now, this, of course, is Suite Lounge, which obviously would be for guests who are staying in suite staterooms. And we are not, so we cannot access that. And just so you know what it looks like in the Suite Lounge. There you go. Right here at the stairs and elevators, turn left is the Suite Lounge. And then right here, you'll see this says Do Not Disturb Game in Progress, the Observatorium. And up at the top it says Puzzle Break Center. That is because this stair leads up to the escape room.
Right, and this is one of the only activities on the ship where you do have to pay additional for. It's about $20 per person. But it's just like if you have ever done a land-based escape room, it's just like that.
We'll put in right now what it looks like when you go up these stairs and into the room. Alright, so that's actually deck 15. That's the only thing. Up there is the escape room, so we kind of jumped ahead there.
Yeah.
We've taken care of 15, now let's finish 14. So when we turn back around, we come through here by the elevator bay, and we see this big lounge area. This is the Viking Crown Lounge. They still call it that, even though those have kind of disappeared from other ships. So you can see all around and out here. Lots of lounge space. They do different activities in here, like karaoke or different kind of game shows, stuff like that. You can come and just chill. They have a big bar in the middle, which is called Olive or Twist.
Oh, so cute.
So that's fun. The Olive or Twist bar right here inside the Crown Lounge, and you see the stage area where they do lights and stuff for the karaoke. So if you've seen our Mariner or Navigator ship tours, this is like the Cosmopolitan bar or the Ellingtons. Now, when we come across to the other side here, as the crew member just told us, apparently the Diamond Lounge is on this side of deck 14. Ah, yes. A very, very small placard. The Diamond Club. Right there. So that's on that side. That's what it looks like inside. Joys of being tall. And when we come back around, one more thing to show you here, and this is very important, is that you'll see these stairs here and this chairlift. This is if you're participating in the escape room and you are wheelchair dependent. They do have this chairlift here. So you want to let them know ahead of time just to make things smoother, but they'll actually call members security up. They're the ones that have to operate it, and then you can, as long as you can transfer the chairlift, and they'll take you on up, and then someone, either a staff member or if you have a family member with you, can take your wheelchair up the stairs.
Correct.
If you're in a scooter that cannot be taken up the stairs, they will get a standard wheelchair for you to use while you're doing the escape room. So once again, good job, Royal. All inclusive. We want everyone participating.
Of course.
And that is the end of deck 14. And that's the end of the ship tour.
Wow.
So we'll head outside and we'll put a bow on it. Alright guys, that is going to wrap up our ship tour of Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas, a Freedom class ship that has, of course, received that royal amplification. All those wonderful things you just saw, fun activities and dining venues. So lots of great stuff on this ship.
It's a great ship. We're really enjoying it so far.
But if you liked what you saw, which hopefully you did, hopefully you enjoyed the tour and it seems like it'd be interesting for you, and you would like to sail on board Independence of the Seas, of course, as travel agents, we can help make that happen for absolutely free. Our services are always complimentary and we love to help you in any way we can. So if you would like to do that, reach out to us via our travel agent information at the end of this video. But if you have just a general question or you want to discuss something further, feel free to leave a comment down below on this video. We try to respond to those as quickly as we can. So once again, we hope you have enjoyed this ship tour, all the fun things you got to see that it has to offer, and we hope to hear from you soon. But until next time, we'll sign off from this one. Happy travels!